guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hummily Dope Cooking. Today you're going to join me in the kitchen as I do my first DIY project of making infused olive oil. So here I am washing and rinsing out my bottles, which is a very important step when you're doing any type of bottling. You want to start with clean bottles. So once you rinse and clean them out, you want to dry them out. You don't want any moisture or any water left in the bottles before you add the olive oil. What you can do is plan ahead. About 2 days before, you can wash and rinse them out, and you can leave them out to air dry to ensure all the water has evaporated. So here you are going to see me, well actually you do see me because you're watching, but I'm pouring out my olive oils. It's the olive oil that I'm using for the bottling, and I'm using my fresh clean bottles, and I'm measuring out how much olive oil I will need. You will definitely need a funnel for this process, which will make the pouring easier, but you do have to be careful because I made a really big mess. I poured too fast, so be mindful once your olive oil goes up the spout. So here we are starting the process of preparing our infusion. I am adding rosemary and thyme sprigs to the pots. So we're going to do rosemary, thyme, and chopped garlic in the front pot. And then in the rear pot, we're going to add chilies, chopped garlic, and a sprig of rosemary. So one reason why I wanted to heat the ingredients up before adding the olive oil is because I rinsed off my herbs, and to ensure that all the moisture is out of the herbs, you need to heat it up. One thing is to avoid any bacteria or any mold growth in your olive oil, especially if you're going to consume it. And then also you want the natural oils and flavors of your ingredients to come out, and heat brings it out. And I wanted it to do that before adding the olive oil. So I would say you heat it up for about 2 to 3 minutes on a low heat. But one thing that I am going to try next time is doing the same process, but doing it for 5 minutes on a medium-high heat. So here I'm getting ready to add the olive oil. So like I said earlier, we are doing a chili garlic oil at the back, and then the thyme, rosemary, and garlic oil in the front. So I'm using extra virgin olive oil for both. We're going to just pour that in there. No need to stir it around once you see that the oil is simmering or doing a low boil. Just let it do its thing. And actually doing this project, as I say, like I'm doing a science project, but it was really fun. I started to think about different combinations that I can make for the oil, so I'm really excited to bring those videos to you guys. So be sure to let me know in the comments below any combinations you would like to see, or if you're even interested in seeing more videos of this nature. So I'm setting my timer for 10 minutes, which is important because you don't want it to overcook. And as you can see, it's on a low boil, low simmer. If your bubbles are going faster than what mine are here, you definitely need to turn your heat down. So we are now on our last and final step. We are doing the bottling process. You will also need a strainer, and what I would do is link all of the ingredients and tools that you will need in the description box below. So here I'm straining out my ingredients. I'm adding the ingredients, everything except for the garlic in both oils. I'm adding the chilies, but not the cooked garlic, and I'm adding the thyme and rosemary, but not the cooked garlic in the other one. One thing that you can do if you want I would say a fuller bottle, or a more, if you want the presentation to catch someone's eye, you can chop up some fresh garlic and put it in the bottom of your oil. But one thing you do have to be aware of with that, you have to make sure that you use your oil within a couple of days, because you don't want to risk getting any bacteria or mold from the garlic. So here I'm pouring in my oil. Now with the chili oil, I did find that my chilies floated to the top. In order to avoid them floating, in order to avoid this and have them to settle to the bottom, you would have to cut off the tips so the oil can fill in the chilies and then it can weigh them down. But otherwise, we are done. Now, I know you can see that the olive oil looks cloudy, which is completely fine. After a few days, it will clear up. and it will be clear as day like you bought it from the store. Thank you guys for rocking with me today during this video. Be sure to hit me up in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.